And now to an incredible story from paraplegic to racing Dakar. In 2007, biker Joey Evans was left paralyzed from the chest down after a motorcycle accident. Doctors gave him a 10% chance of ever walking again. After 10 years of never giving up, Evans learned how to walk again and became South Africa's own Dakar hero and the only South African biker to finish the gruelling 9,000-kilometre journey. CGTN's Scheier has more.
My name is Joey Evans. I'm from South Africa. I always had a dream to race the Dakar Rally. That dream was destroyed when I had a massive high-speed crash at a race here in South Africa. I broke my back and I was paralyzed from the chest down. And suddenly every dream, every goal that I had in life just evaporated. And it became a very dark time. It was dark physically and it was dark emotionally. I learned to walk again. And I learned to ride a motorcycle again. And then I learned to race again. And in 2017, I stood on the start line of the Dakar Rally in Asunción, Paraguay. And those next 13 days were by far the most brutal 13 days I'd ever experienced on a motorcycle. I was physically exhausted at the end of day 3, and I remember thinking, I don't belong here. This is crazy. This is just I'm so out of my league. And on day 12, my entire race just came to pieces. Car hit my bike and completely just destroyed my bike. And then I found another bike in the desert of a guy who'd been injured and medevaced out, and I stripped the parts off his bike that I needed and I put them onto mine, and I ended up riding right through that night. The next day, finished the Dakar Rally. I ended up being the 10th South African in 39 years of the Dakar Rally to finish the Dakar. Probably the only guy who's been paralyzed that managed to do that with a spinal cord injury. I looked at this and I thought, you know what, man, I want to share the story. I want to tell other people about it. So I wrote the book, From Para to Dakar, detailing my journey of 10 years and the race. Kind of poured my heart out in that book, and it went on to be a bestseller here in South Africa. But for me, it was the end of a life journey, you know, something that meant a lot to me as an individual, to my family. It meant overcoming my physical injury. So racing the Dakar Rally was obviously a massive, life goal for me, kind of ticked off and checked. But I always think you need more goals, you need more things to chase. And an opportunity came up this year to go and race the Africa Eco Race. And the Africa Eco Race is the original Dakar route from North Africa. But we had a bit of a challenge there as well, where on the second last day, I hit a camel and I raced last day with torn ligaments and torn tendons and stitches in my head, and that was another one to just tick another box. COVID has been a massive impact on my career. Obviously it shut down travel, it shut down big events. The message that I like the most is that when it is dark and you're alone and it's tough, that you just twist that throttle and you keep riding right through the night until you finish that race. You focus on that end goal, and whatever it takes to get there, you just keep pushing.